The subway car rattled beneath the city at mid-morning, sunlight flashing through tunnel gaps, when everything went wrong at once. A sudden cry cut through the usual noise of brakes and footsteps, sharp with fear and pain, and a single father, named Arav Cole, realized the day that was already heavy with responsibility was about to change his life forever. He had boarded the train with his sleepy 4-year-old strapped to his chest, lunch packed, rent overdue, and hope stretched thin, never imagining that before the next station he would be holding a newborn between trembling hands. Before the story unfolds any further, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and ordinary people rising in extraordinary moments, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Touch of Kindness. Your support keeps stories like this alive. Arav was the kind of man the city barely noticed. After losing his wife to illness 2 years earlier, he worked nights cleaning offices and days doing deliveries, shaping his life around his son, Noah's small needs. That morning, he was taking Noah to daycare before another long shift, moving through the city with the quiet focus of someone who could not afford mistakes. When the pregnant woman collapsed onto a subway seat nearby, pale and shaking, most passengers froze. Panic spread faster than help. Phones raised, but hands uncertain. Arav felt fear too, a deep, paralyzing fear, but it was drowned out by something stronger. A memory of holding his wife's hand in a hospital room, promising to always show up when it mattered. As the train slowed unexpectedly between stations, the woman's condition worsened. Arav knelt on the subway floor, guided by instinct, old first aid lessons, and sheer determination. His son slept against his chest, unaware, while the city roared above them. Time stretched into something unreal as Arav focused only on keeping the woman calm and breathing, shielding her dignity from the crowd, and preparing himself for what he knew was coming. When the baby arrived in his hands, crying strong and alive, the entire car seemed to exhale. In that moment, Arav was not a struggling single father or an invisible worker. He was simply a human being answering a call for help. Emergency responders met the train at the next station, and the woman was rushed away, her newborn safe. Arav gave his name, then slipped back into the flow of the city, assuming this would become just another story he would never tell. Bills still waited. Exhaustion still clung to him, and the world had a way of moving on quickly. Yet something inside him had shifted. For the first time in years, he felt seen by himself. Days passed, then weeks. Life returned to its demanding rhythm until an unfamiliar number appeared on Arav's phone one afternoon. He almost ignored it, thinking it was another overdue notice, but answered out of habit. The call led to a meeting in a sunlit office overlooking the city, where Arav learned the truth that stunned him. The woman he had helped on the subway was named Serafina Vale, and she was married to Marcus Vale, a powerful CEO known for building an empire from nothing. Serafina had insisted on finding the man who saved her and her child, not out of obligation, but gratitude that ran deep. What followed was not a fairy tale rescue, but something quieter and more meaningful. Marcus listened as Arav spoke about his life, his work, and his son. There was no pity in the room, only respect. Weeks later, Arav was offered training for a stable daytime position within the company, one that fit around Noah's schedule. It was not charity. It was an opportunity earned by character revealed under pressure. As Arav walked home that evening, sunlight warming the sidewalks, he understood that kindness had not erased his struggles, but it had opened a door he never knew existed. He had shown his son, without words, what it meant to act with courage when fear was easier. The city felt different now, less like an enemy and more like a place where unexpected grace could still happen. If this story touched your heart, if you felt the weight of ordinary life meeting extraordinary compassion, please take a moment to like, share, and engage with this video. Your support helps these stories reach those who need them most.